So what I've got for you guys today is one of the ultimate e-commerce funnels that you can look at. And this is gonna be helpful to you if you're running an e-commerce business already and you're looking for ways to scale it up. And also if you're looking at e-commerce as a potential side hustle. So, there's multiple ways you can do this. This can be like your full-time business, or it can be just something that you're doing out there, kind of in addition to maybe like a full-time job that you're working, or some other gigs that you're doing, or an additional income stream, right? E-commerce. And you all know e-commerce is like, some people think it's kind of late to get into e-commerce, but I was listening to Ty Lopez a while back, and he was actually saying like it's still early to be in e-commerce. So this is a great time if you haven't jumped in, if you're looking at the space, you want to jump in, and so this will be helpful to you in that case as well. Now, you might know that a lot of kids are out there on TikTok, and so that's a big trend that's out there right now. But some of these kids have actually figured out ways to make money from this stuff. And so that's something I want you paying attention to. Like, I know some of the kind of like the older e-commerce guys, you might have come up doing e-commerce solely through methods like SEO, search engine optimization, and things like ranking your store, your website, putting in the right tags and everything, and then you get a ton of traffic. But that kind of game is kind of hard to do right now because there's a lot of big companies that have a lot of money invested into SEO, search engine optimization, and kind of old school online marketing tactics like that. So unless you've got a lot of money to pay on for SEO to rank #1, or a lot of money to spend on PPC via Google search marketing, you kind of need some other ways to generate traffic. And so you might have slept on TikTok, and it's something that you need to jump into. So let me break down this case study of one of these young guns that are out there and that have taken the world by storm, and they've gone really viral on this TikTok. So it's something you want to look into. So specifically, I'm talking about this young guy. His name is Eric Howl, and I believe he's out in Philly, somewhere out there. And so what he does is he's out there like a lot of these young guns, out on the streets, on the literal streets of the city, which is unusual, which is where this is so cool. But unlike a lot of these young guns that might be out, on the streets, lounging around, chilling, or, doing whatever they're doing, he's actually got his phone out. And so he's going around and he's streaming or recording himself as he's going about the streets. And then what he does is when he comes across a group of strangers, he starts videoing himself singing a song to the strangers, and he sings like a lyric, and then he captures the reaction of the strangers, which is kind of hilarious. But then some of the people are not interested in what he's talking about or singing about, so probably just kind of like brush him off. But in a lot of cases, people think it's kind of weird and cool, and so they listen, and then some of them start singing along, replying, or some of them start actually dancing. And then he's got these really neat videos out of this whole thing, capturing strangers' reactions. And as he says, like, he's just trying to spread positivity on the streets. And then these videos are really cool, and so he posts them live to his TikTok channel, and they get like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of views. I believe some of them have gotten like millions and millions of views. And at the time when I looked at his channel and I kind of did this little breakdown of how he's doing this, he was up to like 2.7 million subscribers on TikTok, which is huge. And if you're any kind of businessman at all, like this is more than a side hustle. this is this is a big brand right here, and this is a formula that's gonna be helpful to some of you, profitable if you apply it and you really take it seriously and you do it. This can change your entire e-commerce game. And so he's getting these hundreds of thousands and millions of views and subscribers. And then what he does is then he sends them over to his e-commerce store. So he's got an e-commerce store. So I took a look, right? And his e-commerce store is basically it's clothing focused, right? It's got like match, but mainly like things like t-shirts, various kind of clothing accessories, um, kind of beachwear type stuff like towels and things like that. Because I guess he's kind of like beach lifestyle focused, things like that. So but for people that resonate with this brand, which is like this bunch of youngsters kind of like him, you can see that these fashion items on the Eric Howl e-commerce store are gonna be like a big fit. And I was actually looking through and thinking like, yeah, that's kind of neat. Some of these items are kind of neat, and that's where if you got a lot of e-commerce experience, um, you will be in a good position then to actually pick the products that are gonna be high quality products, and two, that resonate with your audience. And it's gonna be a seamless conversion because these people are already bought into your brand because they subscribe to you on TikTok. They love your brand, they love your content, they love the lifestyle that you're showcasing in your content. And then you send them over to your e-commerce store, and it's congruent, and so they just find it's a natural fit for them. So you can imagine how much money he's making with millions and millions of subscribers. um, so that's how you can literally hack the e-commerce game, and you can create a very powerful um, funnel and a very powerful kind of traffic driver, um, that really grows your entire brand and makes your business in e-commerce virtually unstoppable, because like you're not competing just on commodity products anymore. This is kind of like you're competing now. These people want to buy Eric Howell's logo on their shirt or on their t-shirt. They don't want to buy some no-name thing. They want the whatever Eric Howell is doing, because they know like that's what carries status and makes him like legit on the streets. Because like everybody knows Eric Howell on the streets. If I show up rocking the Eric Howell, then I'm the cool kid. But if I show up rocking even a Nike or whatever, that might have been cool 3 years ago, but now Eric Howell is what's lighting up the streets. So that's, you see how I hope you get a sense of how this works. Like you gotta create a powerful brand on TikTok, and then you send these people over to your e-com. Like they're not gonna wanna buy somebody else's stuff. They wanna buy your stuff because you are the new Eric Howe, or you are the one who is doing whatever your channel is about. So there's a lot there, and I hope you can actually check out his TikTok channel just for like to really study this in more in depth and get ideas, kind of like if you want to look at like content ideas and things like that. Just check out what he's doing on TikTok. You'll get a lot of inspiration. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. And if you want to book a free call to brainstorm some ideas to get more product sales, you can do so. The link is in the description.